Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly Fate Weaver today, because today we are carrying on with our ongoing adventure, The Truth in Ashes, playing Ryan Vernier's outstanding Blackbirds Gothic Fantasy RPG. I was going to say Gothic Fantasy Gothic RPG. It's very Gothic. And with me today are the stars of the Truth in Ashes adventure, the Blackbirds themselves. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing tonight? First up, we've got Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and tonight I'm going to be playing Kenyon Maddox, and he has plot armor, hopefully.
Yeah.
And,
well, he did
until a minute ago.
Yeah.
And he is a sword and board. I don't know what's it called. I forgot.
Walker the Path of Bow and Blade.
Oh, and Blade. That's it.
Yeah.
Forgot to open my character sheet.
Nice. Next up is our resident walker in the path of craft and expertise, Dave.
Hey everybody! Every time Kev says that, I feel like I gotta like wave a tool around or some pliers or show you that I do things. But yeah, I'm playing Emerus Batch. He is a human Elklander who walks the path of shadow and subterfuge.
Very nice. Next up is our resident walker of the path, or another walker of the path of craft and expertise. More on the latter, Andrew.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrew. And I'm playing Tagwin Aids, a human Elklander. You'll be shocked to hear, on the path of craft and expertise.
Nice. And last, but certainly not least, is our resident walker, the path of charm and manipulation. It's George.
Hey everybody, I'm George. I'm playing like near Blue Nose, who's actually from Tule.
Very nice.
So a little bit different. I came a long way to meet up with this group of Blackbirds.
Yeah. So, guys, what happened last time? We did have, I've got some visual aids, I'm sure that will assist here. I think I got you guys in the same order. Ooh, I will replace your tokens here. I imagine you guys are going to want your fortune points with what is to come. I mean, you guys are sure I'm fine. You'll be good.
Anybody having to flip for fate?
Yeah, did I use
yeah. Who's got a flip for fate?
I do.
You do.
I might have. Did I?
I think you spent fate last time.
You do, Jeff.
Yeah,
I think Tagwin may have as well.
I have 0 fate points on my character sheet.
Tagwin,
right
I think that's
now,
how you shook free from that. Like all three of you guys spent your fate, except for Licknir.
Yeah. What?
So everyone is flipping the
sure.
first time as well. So just pick a coin
Where's my
and
rubber coin?
pick a side. Uh-oh, what happened to your coin?
Oh, I made a coin last time.
I know.
You made a coin.
Yeah.
Now I'm suspect of your coin.
I'm suspect of where did it go.
All right. I'm calling tails for. I'm calling tails.
Tails for Tagwin. You got
My
it.
cleaning lady was here. Like, did she find this piece of rubber? She's like, what's this garbage? Clean it.
Uh-oh. Is that a
Fire.
tails face, Andrew? Or is that a head's face?
That's a head's face.
Oh! All right, so mark somewhere on your character sheet that next time you'll be flipping twice to get your fate back.
Oh, and I have to succeed both times?
No, you just got to get one success out of it. And then the time after that, you flip 3 times.
Oh, it becomes easier the more often you have to go without.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And one side is
That'll be terrible.
the skull or the plus sign.
Okay.
Here we go.
Where am I going to put this?
Oh, that's the skull.
That is 2 without fate.
No.
Emerus, the skull is the no fate.
Yeah, exactly.
Skull is no fate. There we go.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Keys. I got the keys.
Emerus.
Cool.
Okay. However, Emerus did make you so. This is. I've got one visual aid to assist with what happened last time, guys.
Things were pretty grim.
Things were grim.
Yep.
We started the session with Tagwin in the clutches of one of those things. And then Kenyon we were fighting them, and Licknir joined us in the scrap in the cabin. And then Kenyon got grabbed, and and I was trying to flank and.
Guys, sorry, we're already getting that.
It's what you're saying is not coming through my phone. For some reason, it's connected. So now it should be better.
Oh, okay. No, so yours is fine. No, but Dave was getting some, like, I'm getting the low system resources thing for this, for Zoom again.
Well, you know what? I can be a lot. Some people tell me that.
No, let's do this, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, let's unmute ourselves in Roll20. We'll use, and then I'm going to dump the Zoom in a moment here.
Whoa.
Apologies for the echo, everybody.
Echo.
Oh, that is true. Well, let's see if there's an echo for it. Hold on. Okay, I'm closing Zoom and meeting for all. All right, guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm showing up on, my thing. Can you guys each unmute yourself and then go ahead and say something?
Something.
Yeah, you're good? Oh, you may need to adjust what your source is for audio in Roll20, because we haven't done that in a really long time.
Oh.
Yours is fine, Jeff. I think yours is good. Dave was...
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. We for those at home, we identified an audio issue with Zoom that started on a Saturday, and we're just trying to iron that out. Dave, go ahead and say something.
Go ahead and say something.
You have, I think, the wrong input source for your mic.
Okay, yeah.
I can hear you.
Are almost identical.
Yeah. George, go ahead and say something.
How about how's this? Like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, check. Okay, good.
Good. And then, Andrew, you want to unmute yourself and try saying something? No, again, Andrew, you need to unmute yourself in Roll20.
Yeah, I hear him.
Oh, do you hear him? I don't hear him. I see him as... Oh,
Yeah.
You know what? Hold on. I maybe muted him. Whoops.
Well then, have a nice night, everybody.
Okay, so here we go. Two things have happened. For one,
Asshole, can you hear me now?
the audio sounds fine and it sounds clear, and we're not getting another unrelated issue that I was getting. So on a Zoom, go fuck yourself.
Oh, Kevin, you just demonetized it.
We are more than 10 minutes in, so we're good.
Good. Also, Timo.
Timo, absolutely.
Right. Okay.
All right, so we all seem to be using the correct input sources. Everything seems to be working okay right now. All right, we'll see how it's coming out in the hash. Does anyone want to listen in on the YouTube clip to see how the audio is coming out?
I'll do that. I was already getting in.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good so far.
Fantastic. So let's carry on. All right. Thank you, George.
A couple more minutes.
So then we have we've got some Blackbirds with luck and some without luck for the session.
Fate.
Yeah. Let's see
We're
here.
all unlucky.
Yeah. Then let's see here. What else happened last session? I think we started off for most of it with a scrap with those things at the window. Dave, I think you were giving us a summary, and then we had to deal with that audio issue. So forgive me for interrupting. Please carry on.
Tagwin was in the clutches, and then Kenyon was also grappling for life, and Leckner joined us and started throwing around some unique skill and powers and things that we haven't used or seen.
Yeah.
And then after the fight, after we three of us expended our fate point to get through the fight, because I think I used mine to avoid death. Is that right?
It was either that or you use it to get free in order to try and attack.
I think it was. I used it to get free. I think that's how it happened. So three of us used our fate points. We were able to do a downtime and rekindle.
Yeah.
In which Tagwin had gone and repaired some of our gear, and we did some healing. I think Tagwin used a potion.
Oh yeah, and Kenyon got that infection as well.
Kenyon got when Dagwin was trying to help him with his injuries and decided to smoke him with a poop finger or something.
Yeah, I think one, Kenyon was pretty resistant to the idea of needing any to take any rest.
Dagwin didn't wash her hands, and then But then, we got through our rekindling and head up on the road.
And I'm not sure if we rolled. Oh, yes, there was the awareness roll. That was the last thing you guys rolled. Do you remember why I called for an awareness roll? I think only one of you succeeded.
I don't recall at all. I know that we had it done. I just don't remember.
Well, it's good that you guys don't remember what Kenyon saw. Because he did not choose to tell you.
Oh, shit. That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I can remind your players if you like, or we can leave it in suspense mode until something happens.
It's better them knowing, because it's so much worse knowing. So.
Okay. There were some, giant tracks by the cabin that could have been
tracks that are giant, or giants tracks.
Tracks of some kind of extra large creature.
Yeah,
Cool.
and it did not seem like the footprints of Jotunkin, of something like that. It was larger than what their footprints would be, and also it had very bizarre proportions. To be honest, it had the proportions of either a morbidly obese or a child footprint, where it's splayed out and there's only the tiny little toes at the end, but a very thick and chunky center. Kenyon kicked some dirt over it so that you guys would not see and would not be worried as you're heading back into those dark woods of the Iron Shale Hills.
Subterfuge Kenyon. Really?
He was in a good mood. I didn't want to,
ruin
put you in a bad mood.
Sure, why not? Why spoil a good mood with a little dose of reality?
Right, we're fine. We're fated to get out of here and get to the Black Tower. Don't even worry about it.
All right, guys. Now, in order to model the next 2 days of travel, we do need to, we get to do the travel mini game. So we have, and for those listening at home, I'm using the version from Flames of Freedom, but it's effectively the same that's in the Zweihander book as well. It's not in the Blackbirds core book, if you're looking for that. So the three roles are Trailblazer, who uses folklore and navigation. Navigation. The Quartermaster, who uses heal or survival, and the Scout, who uses awareness or stealth. One person can assist in that role, in one of the roles as well, because you're going to have one leftover person, but it's for the best that you keep at least one person on each of those tasks and don't require one to do two of the roles. So again,
I'm not particularly great at any
Trailblazer,
of those things.
folklore or navigation, Quartermaster, heal or survival, Scout, awareness or stealth.
I guess folklore for me is the best option. Everybody.
Okay. I could do Quartermaster or I could probably do Quartermaster.
I think you've done Quartermaster before. We may even have a sheet that says what roles you guys have taken before. I don't remember. Under the party notes.
So do we have to switch if we've done it before then?
No,
Or?
not at all. Not at all.
Trailblazer is which one?
Right now, so what you guys did before Trailblazer was Naldo. No, that is folklore or navigation.
I'm putting those in.
Wait. Navigation might not exist in this game. I may be setting you up for for failure. Hold on.
No, navigation exists. Oh wait, it's on the sheet.
Yeah, navigation is in the game, so never mind.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Okay.
So, Lechner, you have a folklore
Yeah, I'm an apprentice level in folklore.
Okay, so I'm going to put you down for Trailblazer.
Okay.
In the absence of Naldo, the two of you both have folklore and/or navigation.
Well, and also we can have one helper in one of these categories too.
Yeah, one person can help with one of those categories.
Okay, and then Quartermaster is which skill?
Tagwin, heal or survival. And then Scout is awareness or stealth. I was looking at the player notes. You guys had Naldo as Trailblazer before, Tagwin as Quartermaster, and Emrys with Kenyon as the Scout. I will say
because I just helped because I'm not good at any of them.
Yeah,
I just updated it.
I will say the Trailblazer is the one who sets up kind of like the difficulty for other subsequent tasks. So if you do want to have someone assist, that might be the best place to assist.
Yeah.
So would you like to instead, Kenyon, assist with Leknir?
Yeah, I think it's fine because I suck at all of them. So.
Okay.
And it's Jeff, so I mean, you know.
All right. So then, first thing is first. Gotta get this fucking errant curl out of my eyes. Oh my goodness. It's a miracle. You know, if there's any question as to why I kept my hair long for such a long time, it's because when it's short, the fucking curls drive me bananas. All right, so we have there are two legs to this one, medium stretch, which means there is going to be a couple of rolls here. First up will be Leknir. And Leknir, you are going to be rolling folklore. The difficulty here, I believe, is hard.
Okay.
Yeah, but you do have the benefit of Kenyon's going to roll 1d10, and you can take that as the tens digit instead.
Nice.
Right.
Oh, it's just random. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Well,
that's really good.
That could actually be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be. Let's see what happens here. Here we go.
So
Yes.
yeah, that would turn a critical fail into a 14. So for this one, if successful, the terrain eases by one step for this stretch. This means if it was hard terrain, it's now challenging terrain. So that is terrific. You have done a... and it also reduced the endure check that you guys will need to make. So what do you think this looks like as these two, what were strangers begin sort of working together to try and find a way, through to the Black Tower?
Well, we've kind of talked about how this is a place that Kenyon knows. So I imagine that, maybe as we're sort of getting closer, it's like he sees paths he remembers or, places that he's been with his friends from House Teague. If we're only a day's journey, maybe we've camped here.
2 days.
Maybe 2 days, right, at the start.
And maybe when Kenyon's kind of describing those things, I have some flashes from some of my vision of seeing those places, knowing, that's on the route to where we need to go to get. And so between the two of us, we start to put together, then we'd have to go that way. Over there is this. Okay, great. That's where the next spot is.
Right.
We make our way toward where we need to go in an easier way.
Nice. So between the two of you, you've made a good effort at the first day. So would you each now please give us a toughness check? Oh, sorry, this will be a toughness or survival. Your choice at challenging. Toughness or survival at challenging.
Okay.
Neither of those are special skills, so you're not going to flip to fail on them.
Nope.
Okay, so Leknir, would you care to re-roll that? You want to fortune that?
Yeah. Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Challenging.
It'll be 2d10.
Oh, no.
You want to fortune that as well, Tagwin?
Considering how badly I did, yeah, maybe.
Okay, go right ahead.
Yeah. And you
Challenging.
did say it's challenging, right?
I did, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Okay. So that was...
Okay. So, Leknir. Nice! Tag was doing it.
It's been
Oh man, amazing.
All right. Here we go, Leknir. Let's see.
Okay.
So, I don't know if I set that up. There we go. I think that's set up right now. All right. So this is going to be compared to your your peril condition threshold.
Okay.
9. I'm not even sure that gets past the first one.
Peril condition threshold is a 10.
Nice. So it's a tough way going, but you're managing to get through that first leg without suffering any kind of difficulty. The terrain is very much the same. Like the fact that you came across that cabin and you're going back out here, this is more reminder of just how wild and untamed this place is. Kenyon, you know from your childhood that you're heading west, so this would be the eastern lands to the region to the east of the Black Tower is just. Like no one would really, unless you're a on-foot hunter, it's a very, very dangerous place to go. There's shale in a lot of these places as well, which means that very, very easy for a horse to turn its ankle and to find yourself lame with a horse in the middle of nowhere. The constant howls of wolves are a reminder that we need to roll for a potential encounter.
So also, I think I toughed it out because I had that amazing stew.
That is true.
Made.
That's right.
Now. Let's see here. This is moderately dangerous. So let's see here. Who takes blame? Well, Andrew, would you kindly give us a 2 chaos dice roll, please?
All right. Oh, chaos dice.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Where are those? Those are over my trappings. Yes.
I think they're
okay.
at the top of the. I think they carry across each of the different subcategories.
Oh, they do. They do. I could just... Okay. 3?
2, please.
2.
I mean, you can roll 3, but...
Oh, no.
I mean, what can go bad when they go when each of the dice rolls the one extreme or the other,
I'm so excited I've even brought the bigger version. So, tell us what's going through everybody's head every time you hear those wolves howl.
I'm grateful to be with companions for once in a while, especially facing whatever these beasts are. And I also feel that these things are specifically out there to target us, I've decided.
I think that, Leknir, it is not surprising that it's not your imagination that they are getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys did roll quite well for most of your tests, though. So I think, Kenyon, you're aware of the danger of the wolves in the Iron Shale Hills. Are you guys thinking of doing anything to try and throw them off the scent, try to cover your tracks, trying to, pick a place to make a stand, or you're just trying to travel as fast as you can before the sun goes down?
We definitely don't want to get caught in the dark.
What if we, shot a deer or something and left the carcass behind and gave them something to eat? Would that work?
We could try.
Yep.
Maybe. I mean, is it not the hunt that kind of gets them all excited?
And how hungry they are.
Wolves are not scavengers like coyotes or others, right?
Also depends on what they were trained to hunt.
Trained? Do you think these are trained?
Mm. I fear it.
If you think they're trained, then I'm less worried about the wolves now. I'm more worried about what trained them.
I mean, well, I think we have been chosen by fate for a reason. It will take all of us to defeat whatever evil is in our way.
What you would know, I think both Leknir more so than the rest of you guys. Just double checking the name. I want to say Mother Wolf. Mother Wolf, Goddess of the Woods. You can take a badass illustration on page 414. Mother Wolf was one of the old gods who, her children were the wolves, and you may recall, just like the presence of shades and Corvus's seeming failure to maintain his, as the god of death, his responsibilities, Mother Wolf, likewise, her children in these past years since the Betrayers' War began seem to have gone mad. So what may have been a predictable result before is no longer the case.
Wait, her?
414.
Oh, 414.
Oh, yeah, it's just right there.
Yeah, I heard 404.
Yeah.
I think I relate all that to my companions in in a way that would make sense to me. But see, we must be very, very cautious heading through here.
You all sort of, I think, have an understanding that, if the reason the seasons have gone mad is true, that Yggdrasil has been shattered or been fallen. Felled, I think is the correct word.
I think that's right.
Then Yggdrasil is a symbol of the gods and the connection between the mortal realm and the gods. These may be maddened wolves, no different from, rabid dogs. Only more keenly attuned to hunting in these types of environments. What it will mean, though, still, is your stratagem, Emrys, even if it just buys time, it might be sufficient to give you the time to get to where you need to get or to outpace them.
That's true. We just have to get through here. We'll be safe once we get to House Teague.
Well, we can try something else if somebody else has an idea, but...
No, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Feeding them could buy us time. I agree.
Well, and even if, to Tagwin's point, if they're keen on the hunt, then we just lame a deer and let it bleed and hobble through the forest, and we book her and let them hunt a lame deer.
That's interesting too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Leave it for them to hunt.
Yeah. Just hit it in the hind quarter or something like that to let it not very fast, and it's bleeding, and it's probably muling into the forest for help or something.
I do have one question that I don't know the answer to. So this isn't me being facetious. Does anyone have a ranged weapon? Like, I just saw him and I'm like,
I do have a sling.
There you go.
But
trappings, right?
that's gonna be. Well, I have it under combat, so your weapon might be under.
Oh yeah.
I thought about taking a crossbow from those guys that we fought, but I didn't because I don't think I can use it.
Also, I'm pretty sure my spear can't be used as a javelin, right?
No, your spear is something that is quite heavy. It's designed to take charges and things like that. So, but in answer to your question, though, Dave, I believe they are martial weapons. Full stop. No, it's ranged weapons. Sorry, they're ranged weapons. If you're not trained, you just use your raw combat score for them.
Okay.
So, you still may be quite good.
So, just for an official ruling, longsword is not a ranged weapon, correct?
Mm-mm.
Damn. Okay.
That's playing in a Conan game. In which anything you can hold is a ranged weapon.
Conan could use it as a ranged weapon.
And also we learned Brandon used two-handed sword as a ranged weapon as a first level character against a troll in our AD&D second edition game.
Nice.
That character died that session, but from a different thing that he did.
I'm sure it was unrelated.
It was unrelated to the throwing his only weapon at a troll. All right. So what's the plan then, guys? Do you have another way of getting it? You want to use Tagwin's sling?
Yeah.
Looks like that's our only option, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, that's literally all we got.
Hey,
I throw a shift.
slings get a bad name in modern times compared to what they really were in medieval times.
Yeah, like in Bronze Age, they were like taking out infantry.
Yeah, like they were really dangerous weapons.
I think that there's a documentary from the 80s about what do you call it? I can't remember the name of it. But Lord Humongous starred in the documentary, and there was a child who made, or someone who made effective use of a slingshot in that, I believe.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a long walk to that joke, so I couldn't remember the name of the film.
Yeah, I might.
Okay, is it called Mad? I think it's called because the Road Warrior is number 1. Mad Max is the second one, isn't it? And the third one is Beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah.
I think so. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then the Tagwin. I think. Are you trained in survival?
Not sure. Let me check here. Survival. I am not.
Okay. So then I think survival is it's not a special skill. So would you like to follow someone else's lead to try who is trained in survival?
Yeah. You just got to line up my shot. I'll take the shot.
Okay. So Emrys, would you kindly give us a challenging survival check, please?
Sure. I've got this open right now, and it's been open since the beginning of the...
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
thing.
So then make a regular one, standard, not... that'll offset the penalty from the terrain.
Okay, so a standard survival check.
Please do, yeah. Holy shit. Awesome roll. All right, then the Tagwin, or Emrys, why don't you tell us what it looks like as you bring Tagwin to get one of these, mountain deer.
Yeah, I think first he's like, no, you gotta leave your spear here. Leave it at camp with somebody else. Running through the forest with it. And then it's like staying low and going into the bushes, and then he finds like maybe a track where he, a deer trail, and he's like, okay, they frequent this area, so we just need to like hang out. So they're just like kind of hanging out and watching, and then he's like taps her on the leg and doesn't move much, but just like points in his face in a certain direction and flips over, and there's this doe just grazing. Turn.
Okay. Tagwin, would you kindly give us a standard attack or with the sling?
Alrighty.
Nice.
Roll good.
Now, you just tried to wound this thing so it would bleed, right?
You mean we're not grabbing dinner? Yeah. I tried to just wound it.
All right. So you hit this thing and it goes running off into the woods. Emrys maybe kind of pats you on the shoulder like, good shot. And then you guys make your way back down and begin backtracking in another direction. So with that successful stratagem put into play, Tagwin, would you give us a roll of 1 chaos dice, please? Let's see if it was successful. Later in the day, it seems as if you have shaken these wolves. The howls are getting farther away. You guys have avoided the encounter. Now, in the middle of the journey, we need Tagwin to give us a heal or a survival test. So I'm guessing it's going to be a heal test.
I mean, yeah, maybe I should take the one I'm trained in.
This will be a challenging test as well. And speaking of food, this will be the consequence for...
Oh, so close.
Very close. You want to fortune that?
Yes, please.
You got it.
Where the hell did heal go? Oh, there it is. Even worse.
Okay. Not a crit. So, not
You aren't
materially
the best healer, to
worse.
be fair.
All right, so a failure.
Well, Infection Kenyon would like to.
Fair. And your opinion, I probably am not. That's fair enough.
So I think, guys, just because of the up and downs and whatnot, and maybe some stuff wasn't sealed properly, you have effectively used up all of the food that you've packed away for the 2 days of journey.
And we let the deer go.
You did let the deer go. Let's see how this first day of rest goes. Would everyone kindly give us a... and this is, you're no longer getting the benefit from that first Trailblazer test. Oh, no, for the stretch. Ignore me. That's right. You still are. Everyone give us a toughness or survival check at challenging, please.
Okay. Toughness or survival. All right.
Now, we're not going to do a rekindling, but you guys can tell each other how you're feeling around. Ooh.
Sorry, it's still a challenging, correct?
Was that challenging? That's right.
Yeah, okay.
Does that 10% bonus count to this check as well?
Critical fail. Say again.
Oh,
My 10% bonus for bounty hunter.
Yeah. If you're using survival instead, then yeah, you can apply that. Absolutely.
So then a standard check instead of challenging.
For you, yeah.
Can we re-roll an epic failure?
Nope. And that's actually not as bad as it gets. Remember, sublime fail is if you hit a 100.
right.
Oh.
So
I'm gonna re-roll since I didn't roll
yeah.
crit.
Okay.
Because if you're down, you've got a problem. We're all gonna need to be on our toes.
And Tagwin, would you like to re-roll as well?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll challenging.
You guys may have picked this up already, but each of the stretches that we do has 3 different legs to it. So this is the 2 of them are behind you. You've only got 1 more ahead of you. Nice, Tagwin. All right.
Nice, Andrew.
So here, I'm going to take that misfortune because I likes me some misfortune. This will be for Leknir.
Yes.
How does 18 compare to your peril threshold?
I got a 10.
So
That
that,
gives me
I
8.
believe, is 2 steps up. 8, 14.
yeah.
That's it? Okay. So reduce your peril condition by 2 steps, please. And Kenyon,
Rank.
critical success. Or critical fail, forgive me. Let me make an adjustment to that roll.
I mean, critical success from your perspective.
Does make things more interesting. I mean, we say this every session. I really love how the peril condition works in this game. Like, it's a really fun where it doesn't. It's not the death spiral, that you see in some other things.
Exactly.
Hey, speaking of death spiral, though, 24. How does that compare to your
I'm dead.
peril threshold?
Maximum.
That's your maximum?
23 is maximum.
All right, Kenyon. So you.
I'm incapacitated then.
Can he spend his fate to avoid the...
He doesn't have fate. So that is 1, 2, 3. No, it just means you're going 4 down on the peril threshold.
Right. From imperiled
1,
to
2, 3.
incapacitated.
Oh, yeah, you're incapacitated.
When
Yeah.
somebody...
I was imperiled because of my infection. I couldn't totally.
Oh, right. You
remove
didn't
all
shake
my-
the. Right.
Yeah, I didn't clean everything off because I was a little.
Leather
Okay.
help and
So- I think what you guys find then is, well, for one thing, Tagwin may be able to treat him as well, or you guys can set up like a travoy and drag him along.
If he trusts me anymore.
Oh yeah, what are you putting in that wound? What is that? I said I'm tired. I don't need that.
All right. So let's see. Healing.
I believe I can't go on. Is the
he's James Brown in the middle of the song.
Oh, I thought you were gonna Celine Dion it. Your heart can go on. Head out, and we'll take it with it.
I think I've mentioned this before. We have there's a running joke that my assistant and I have, where every time we have a good resolution on a file or a good development on a file, we both take time to stop and dance to Superbad by James Brown. So,
That's awesome.
I've worked with her for almost 10 years now. It's just awesome.
That's great.
Okay. Peril condition.
We should do that on the stream every time we score a hit.
It would result in a lot of I believe it's BMI.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. When they're in this state, no skill test made by them can succeed. You can barely keep it together. You ignore.
good thing for you guys. I wasn't making any skill tests
Yet.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens if you exceed your peril threshold. Let's see here.
I think I would just stop for a nap.
Oh yeah. Sorry, no, you're at incapacitated. So let's see about recovery here. So I think you guys are getting close to the end of day. How do they see Kenyon just fucking pass out from this? And if I might add in a suggestion, how much do you think for this entire day the footprint has been weighing on his mind?
I think he's been distracted by the wolves and the hunting and the everything else. I think this is just like an aftershock of the infection, of the fact that he just wanted to go on, and I think now he sees that was a mistake.
Yeah.
And
does anyone have Salmiak left?
I think I used my last one.
I was just through my sheet too. I have something to help with actual damage, but not the peril damage.
The Theriac?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I have Quick Bronze Elixir.
Quick Bronze Elixir is actually something I believe that's used against Diamond and whatnot.
It says you get back. Effect is heals 3 levels of damage or an injury if one exists.
Yeah, that's
but
awesome.
It doesn't help with peril. And then if I do each dose after the first taken in the same day heals a 1d10 plus 1 peril. So we'd have to have 2 doses.
Oh, okay.
Which I can possibly do with a successful test.
Here we go.
that would be nice.
Do you wish to...
What are we using for wart cunning? Because that's the skill.
Oh, this is why I was thinking of the elves, because it's made from the blood of slain elves.
Oh,
Delightful.
Yeah. Oh, so you would have to take 2 doses then. Yeah. Lecter, do you have 1 or 2?
Yeah, I'd make 2.
Do you have 2?
I've got... well, it's... actually, let me just double check my trappings here. Oh, no, sorry. I do only have 1 currently. Yep.
All right.
Yep, I do only have 1.
So
unfortunately, I can't really help.
So Kenyon has collapsed just somewhere. Excuse me. You guys are close to the end of day. He stumbles, tries to catch himself on a tree, and then just fucking hits the ground and has no energy to get himself back up. What does everyone else do? How do you react?
I think... No, I mean, I'd probably just go up and try to see what I can do. I don't know what I don't have. If I don't have any Salmiak left, then that's gonna be a problem. Even if I can like get a sense of like what has caused his collapse, even like if I could use heal like a medicine kind of check-ish. I don't know if that exists in this game. But...
you can't. He needs a rekindling in order to.
It's a full. Okay.
Yeah, but what you can do is you can make camp.
Yeah.
All that means is we're going to roll for a potential encounter. But you guys you don't need to roll for it. It's adding extra time. Making camp does require a minimum of 24 hours, though. You're going to need to be here for a full, 24-hour period. So it'll add one more day to your journey. And you guys are out of food right now. Fortunately, you can hunt and forage as well to try and restock your supplies.
Maybe that's best.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, maybe this is just timely. We need more supplies anyway, so okay.
No, it is meant to be this way. This is meant to be. We will rest here.
The fates have deemed that we should rest here.
Well, I picture this all happening while nobody has made efforts to pick you up. He's on the ground.
On the ground.
Well, guys, what do you think we should do here?
I'm like standing on his head, like I'm thinking, with my foot on his head, and like thinking, what now? Oh no! I run over. Kenyon, how are you? Are you alive?
So let's do this then. We're currently sitting at 2 chaos dice for the encounter, but let's talk about the rekindling. Kenyon is not going to be able to participate in the rekindling, but he will benefit from the rest. Now, you are resting in a unsafe area, which means I think you get 1 peril level back, not counting anything you get back from your rekindling, and you get or your rekindling activities, and you get 1 damage level back. Is anybody still suffering from damage? I think Kenyon may have been the only one who suffered, but he may have been healed.
No, I'm healed. Yeah, I'm unharmed.
Okay. Good.
I'm also too weak to stir the fire. You guys stir the fire, too.
So the rekindling, as a reminder, it's on page 191. You can either use Revelry, which uses Charm to benefit everybody, or you can use Reflection, which is Education to benefit yourself. Does anyone wish to try and conduct Revelry or Reflection? I will... Yeah, here's another... So, Tagwin, your ability, you're allowed to collect 1 extra thing, right?
Do
1 extra...
I can do more irons in the fire, so I can attempt to an additional crafting endeavor during a single rekindling.
So here's what I would suggest is if one of the things you could do is if you want to go... it sounds like Emerus might be doing the hunting and try and get you guys some food. You could try and forage to get some supplies, because I'm looking on page 198. Salmiak requires Heartthorn, Flax Toe, and an alchemy lab. I can't remember if you've got an alchemy lab on your sheet or not. I don't remember offhand how big those are.
I don't seem to have it under trappings, so I'm going to assume no.
Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to make it anyway, but no one's weapons or whatnot have suffered deterioration because you haven't... the only thing that's been made use of is your sling, and that was 1 shot, so it's not going to deteriorate from that. Normally everything goes down 1 to warn with a combat encounter. You could, however, try and... Yeah, the binding wounds... Unless you've got a talent that allows you to do something different. I don't think it assists with recovering peril. So first off, does anyone want to risk the charm check to try and add to a revelry? Or give recovery from revelry?
I just was looking up, and I don't think it's a good idea for me to try that.
What revelry would do is allow you to recover one, on a success, you recover one peril level immediately, which would allow Kenyon to participate in the rest of the rekindling. If not,
anybody particularly good at that? I mean, I could try it if no one else is.
It's literally fellowship on which charm is based is literally my lowest number. So you may not want me trying it. I mean, they as we always say, they put. Well, in our case, I guess they put ones on dice for a reason.
Mm-hmm. You could try, and you got 5 fortune left.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to try.
Okay, look here. Go ahead.
I can try it. So. I'm going to try, and what I'm basically saying is I'm telling this story of how, it starts out talking about this group of Blackbirds that, in the past, going on this quest, etc. And it sounds more and more like our quest, but it's not the same quest. It's just that these Blackbirds went out and they survived, and fate led them to their destiny, which was glorious. Just
as a reminder for the setting, though, remember, like, Blackbirds isn't a historic thing. It isn't a thing that's really understood. Remember, the Blackbirds are the fragments of fate that came off the tree when the Norns died and Yggdrasil fell and lodged themselves in. It's really just a matter of nomenclature, though. Like, you do come from a land that embraces, like, sagas and heroes and shit like that. So it could very well be just that.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the context of, like, the Eddas, like the Eddas, heroes of old who despite overwhelming odds, somehow were proved victorious.
Let's see how your charm.
Right, here we go.
Standard
what
charm
kind
check.
Okay, here it comes. Come on. God, yes, I'm going to spend it. Yes.
Yep. Okay. There you go.
Okay.
Everybody reduce your peril level by 1.
Oh, wonderful.
So, Canyon, after that first bit of, you don't hear the story whatsoever, but you've managed to, sitting around the campfire, you managed to actually regain consciousness. What the hell happened?
I don't know.
So, anyone have any downtime activities? Emrys, are you hunting? You want to borrow Tagwin's sling then, I guess?
Sure.
I mean, it's also foraging too. So this will be a challenging survival check, but you get that plus 10, so it'll be standard. Nice. All right. What is your perception bonus? Your PB.
6.
You find 7 days of food, and that can be split among everybody.
Nice.
That is 7 sling stones that are expired or extinguished? No, expended. 3rd time's lucky. So that's a great. You guys have 7 days of food, and there's only 4 of you, so awesome. Your lack of food for tomorrow is covered. Anyone else have any rekindling activities they want to do?
There's nothing for me to repair. Everybody is there anybody who is injured? Sorry, I should double check that.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. What other crafting could I do?
I mean, you've already cleaned bandages.
Is our equipment all fixed?
Yeah. Well, you could clean bandages. Although I think you may want to, or Emrys is the one who typically did that because it requires wart cunning, which we're using alchemy for. Are you trained in alchemy, Tagwin?
I am. Where the hell's alchemy? I'm not.
Okay.
And an asterisk beside the skill means I'm
it's
forgetting.
A special skill, so it would flip to fail.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. So then you. can't really do that. I don't know if there's...
Engine company.
Oh, I could. I mean, what if I wonder if there's like actual things I could like craft.
Up to 3 items can be created using. Let's see here.
Crafting endeavor. Yeah, I'm looking at the simple items and equipment.
You must have the appropriate raw materials.
Oh, so I'd have to forage.
Find some slingstone.
Yeah, slingstones. If you want to, yeah.
Actually, yeah, I can make more ammo.
Sure.
For the sling.
So how many you want to make here? 1, 2, or 3, and it'll be in the bunches, whatever the bunches of the ammo are sold in. Or supplied in.
And they're if I did. And that the number only indicates the challenge of the task. It's not multiple tasks, right?
Not multiple tasks.
I can do 2 crafting attempts per rekindling. So.
Oh yeah, right. So you could actually you could just do a routine one to make 1. How many sling bullets do you start with here? Let's see. So I'll double. That'll be how many you can craft in 1.
I'll look on my character sheet because it should still say the
Have you
default.
not expended any?
I expended the 1.
But then you use 7 from Emrys hunting.
Oh.
Let's see here.
I don't seem to see an indication under the sling's entry of ammo. Is it under trappings? Maybe it's under trappings. No?
Probably. It's not there?
Don't see it there either.
Okay, let me see.
I could be blind.
No, it could be not there. Like, it's not listed in the thing. Assume that any patronage level will provide ammunition for any weapon that be gained at 2 levels higher. The amount of ammunition is always a reasonable amount. 60 arrows or bolts in a quiver. So let's say it's 20 stones that you started with. And each successful task will create 20 more.
Sure. Okay. So then that makes me think that if I'm allowed to, because there's nothing else really I can do crafting wise right now. We don't have enough raw materials. If we had kept the deer, I could have maybe made something with the hide.
Yep. No, or
prepared the meat.
What do you call it?
For...
The guts, because isn't that what's used for longbow strings?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But it's fine. So if this is what I'm doing, smoothing out some stones and stuff, or foraging for good stones. Normally, it looks like if I wanted to make 2 items, it would be a standard.
Yep.
But if I did 1 item, it would be routine. So I can just do routine twice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and you make 20 each time.
All right. I will do that for my thing. Now where the hell is it though? Tradecraft, there we are. Okay, so routine. There's 1. Oh no!
No fortune that?
Not for bolts. That's fine. I didn't find some good bolts on the first round.
So the failure. You get a bunch of ill-sized ones, and just the weather. Sublime success. That means you were able to make 60 stones.
Whoa!
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So you are good. All right. Canyon, you are awake now. Anything you wish to do or say? You've already benefited from revelry. So you cannot get...
Yeah, so I can't do that again. Oh, there was like an introspection or
that you can't do that. You pick revelry or reflection.
The other kind of
Reflection.
Okay, reflection.
But what I will say is, you guys can each, first off, if anyone has extinguished abilities or techniques, those are refreshed, and you can reslot your talents or techniques for free because you have completed your rekindling. Everyone improve your peril condition by 1 more. And Dave, would you roll 2 chaos dice for us, please? Let's see if your sleep is undisturbed. Pretty good. All right. Then, and I got it. I don't think I adjusted the fortune for that reroll. All right. You can hear the howls of the wolves, but they sound several kilometers away. You spend the next full day resting around camp. Is there anything that you guys talk about or deal with? Emrys prepares the food that he captured, so you guys have your full meal. What do you think you caught, Emrys? Is another one of those mountain deer, or?
No, probably it's a mix of like berries and maybe a rabbit or two, and just things that he found, maybe some mushrooms.
Okay. You have completed a rekindling, which means the benefit you got from your wart cunning spell is concluded.
Yeah.
So then, guys, anything further you wish to do in camp, or are you ready to get up and get... you improved your condition by 1. You're ready to carry on for the final leg of this stretch.
Weather roll.
This final one is going to be the scout. So, Emrys, would you kindly give us a stealth check, please? Challenging. Let's see how that goes.
Yes.
Nice. So that reduces the threat level by 1 chaos dice. So as you come out, you don't need to roll for endure once again. But let's first show you what you're coming out into, guys. So there may have been a time when you thought that this simply would never end. That these woods would go on, and these hills would be ever or never ending. But it's almost immediately after the land levels out that, Emrys, you first hear the creaking of wagon wheels and then the of a horse. Emrys, since you are a scout, would you roll 1 chaos dice for us, please? You've made the last leg. So, Emrys, you can pretty much see what is going on here. Well, what you know, Kenyon, is somewhere near here there is a river that actually will be running along here. Let's call it. Let's see here. Oh, actually, it's called the Ramble River, because this is Ramblecross that you're coming up to. There is a town called Ramblecross that will allow you to get across this very quick-moving and deep river. And you've come out to find this little, what do you call it? Actually, I think he's heading in the other direction, so give me a sec here. I think I can very easily... Here we go. Look at this, guys. Boom! Magic! Take that, ILM. So what, Emrys, when you see this, it looks like there is probably a town, folk or something who is moving very much like you see on here, transporting a big barrel of something. It may be tallow, it may be liquor, it may be milk. They are transporting it along, and it's not too far away from, I think you probably hear that and get close enough to spy where things are. Your companions are a little further behind you, probably a quarter of a kilometer back. What do you do?
And I know we have to cross the river in order to get to the Black Tower.
Yeah, you'll have to get down to Ramblecross and then cross the river there. You guys can try and cross it, but it's dangerous.
I think he'll make sure he's got no weapons out and hood down, and he'll be like, "Oh there!"
Okay. Why don't you give us a charm check, please?
I am the friendliest dude around.
And I think it's a standard check here. You want to fortune that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, Everest.
Critical success. So the guy turns around and he sees you. And at first you can see his eyes kind of get wide. But what do you say as you like? I'm picturing you're walking towards him with hands up or something like that.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh there!
So
Are
first,
you from Ramblecroft?"
he kind of grabs the horse, and the horse kind of like stops for a second, and then he turns to you. Where are you coming from out of those woods?
Precisely, out of the woods, up from were you coming from the east?
You guys came from Carrick, but like Carrick would be probably a 2 or 3 day journey, longer than that, probably about a week's journey if you travel along the road.
Yeah.
If you say you're coming from Carrick, it would be like, why the fuck? Why would you have crossed that distance? Nobody goes across that distance.
Yeah. I think he's like, my companions and I are just passing through the woods. We're looking for House Teague. We're heading to the House Teague's land, and I believe we have to cross the river at Ramblecroft. Is that nearby?
He stops and you know what? Actually, I've got an illustration set aside for like a not a character.
Moderately confused dude with a wagon.
Let's see here. Handout. Here we go. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. This actually fits with your crit success too. So here's what he looks like. And it's Owen. I guess I could put that on the handout. Probably would have been too easy. Yeah, I'll put it in there. Owen. So what you notice is when you say that, he kind of does a bit of an up and down for you, and cautiously he says, "Oh, and when was the last time you were at the Black Tower?"
I've never been. My companion years ago, I would think, when in his younger days. Why, is there trouble?
You can see he's sort of given that look of like, God, where do I start?
Is this a tale best suited with a pint?
Oh, it would. And
Wandering to the forest day, and
we'd welcome. I don't know if who in House Teague does your your friend have business with?
Robat would be the name of the person
I don't
I've
remember
given
the
you.
name.
Yeah, you probably weren't listening.
Yeah.
The son?
Yeah.
Or the mother?
Some noble son. That sounds familiar.
If in your friend's business is with Sir Robat, the renegade, he will not find, your friend will not find welcome at the Black Tower. At best, he may find himself in chains, or if rumors are to be true, worse.
Did you say renegade?
Indeed.
That,
I'm sorry, friend, to be the bearer of such bad news for yours, but unless he came to throw his lot in with the renegade, he may find either to be careful with whom he shares his allegiance, or find elsewhere to travel. Trouble has come to the Black Tower.
Trouble comes everywhere. Eric Burns.
I'm sorry, did you say Carrick Burns?
Yeah, we barely escaped the city before it was overrun or something, and
the reaction on his
Burns.
face is probably one you would, if you saw in a mirror, you'd recognize on yourself. It's the recognition of, he's got names he's running over in his head of people he knows at Carrick. You know? And he says, you came across the Iron Shales?
yeah, and if I had a choice, I'd probably take the road next time. But we were pressed for time.
And no doubt, beset. How many of there are you?
4 total. 3 locals and a friend from distant lands.
Well, he pats the mane of his horse. Polly here, I promise an apple when we get back, and I'd hate to make myself a liar. If you want to collect your friends, though, I'll walk you back. But
How much further is it?
oh, not long. We'll be there, we should be there before supper. You hear from Polly. All right, all right.
Well, if it's just follow the road here.
You just follow the road. If you'd rather travel yourself, I'd caution your friend
rather
against,
have-
if his lot is thrown in with Sir Robat, then he may wish to consider another. Though, if you have nowhere else, if he has allegiances to the renegade, I would encourage him to keep them secret.
But
I treat strangers how they treat me. But there are others in town who would be happy to gain favor from Lady Irwin by reporting strangers. And
well, we're not here to cause trouble. We're just maybe a dry bed and some warm food, and maybe rethink our travel plan.
well,
Maybe gather a little more information about this. I don't think my friend was aware of such happenings in House D. So
again, I'm sorry to be, and please don't. I don't mean to gossip. I just, if you're coming expecting a warm welcome from mother and son, it's the tower is not what it was.
well, if you don't want to travel alone, I will run back and grab my friends and get them to hurry up. They're not far behind.
Sure.
A couple 100 yards.
There's a stream not far off to the side here. I'll take Polly for drink. You come get me there.
Yep. And I'll hustle back to the...
Okay. You can hear Owen grabs the horse. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. He takes her off to the side. So when you get back, everyone's been waiting. It probably takes you maybe 5 minutes, if that, to reach everyone else. What do you tell them?
Like, it looks like I'm at a local up ahead. He's got a cart and horse, and he's waiting for us, so we should hustle along.
Is he joining us?
No, he's not on our. He doesn't share our vision or anything. He's just traveling to town, and I thought we'd travel with him, just stay for numbers and so forth. Seemed like a good chap. Although Kenyon, he mentioned some challenges with House T.
Challenges?
Yeah. It seems your friend there, the lad, has fallen out of favor with his mother, and is now known as a renegade.
Oh, excuse me?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Huh.
So maybe we can gather some information subtly while we're in town, and evaluate if this is still our best play. Like, I'm assuming we have to go to the Black Tower, whether it's good or bad for.
Yeah. Well, that is troubling.
But perhaps a pint of ale and warm meal. Nice place to sleep tonight. You're dry even.
Sorry, you guys have money, right?
Patronage.
You guys do have some spoils, I think, as a party, which would get you at least something, but you have no patronage as of yet.
Correct. I wrote it down.
So, what do Tagwin and
Oil's
Ligner...
level 4 from...
Yeah, sorry?
Oil's level 4 from the deserters.
Right, so that means it's like a one-time purchase of a level 4 patronage. So, that likely could buy you a night, maybe two, but... Oh, sorry, go ahead, George.
No, I was just going to say, once, Leichner got his answer to his initial question about whether the guy was going to be helpful or not, and whether he might be like us or not, he's on board with going, and figures they'll figure out everything else having to do with the Black Tower as they go, but he just knows he has to go to the Black Tower, so as long as everybody's going to the Black Tower, he's going with them.
Maybe we're headed there to meet someone other than who I thought. We should head to the Black Tower if that means we're meeting Lady Teague instead of her son.
Yeah, Lady Irwin.
Lady Irwin. And that is what we will do.
Yep. It makes, well, our plans may need to change, but, I mean, we're following fate. None of this was planned. So
Exactly.
So, if you guys are willing to meet up with Owen, you take, it's another maybe 10 minutes to get yourself to meet up with him. You meet Owen, you meet Polly, and you have about maybe another hour, a little longer, of chat as you're going in. And Owen is happy to chat. You get the sense that he may talk a great deal to Polly when people aren't around. So if there's any questions you have for him, he's certainly happy to answer those.
What's he got in the wagon? What's in the barrel?
It's oil.
Lamp oil?
Correct.
What, are you export that, or are you bringing it in?
Bringing it in. We need I genuinely cannot remember what the name of the person who makes and supplies oil is in guilds, but whatever that is what he is.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good on his profession.
It's an Albertan. Canadian content. All right. So, what you guys find after an hour and a half of travel.
Alberta part oil and gas. Is that what you're...
Exactly. Is Bramblecross. And you find there is a bridge that crosses the river, which is, or I think it's supposed to be right around here. And they've got a bit of a dam and water wheel set up over here. But where you'll want to be is on the far side of the river. What's not depicted there is the watchtower that is set up at the road as you're approaching this first barn, and then another on the far side of the river. And as they're approaching, you can see someone shouts down from on top of there, "Owen, who's that you got with you?" And he says, "Travelers." And and he pulls up a horn, and a fool blows a horn. You hear a similar horn blow from across the river. And once the sound reaches it, and why don't you guys each give us a, let's make it an easy awareness check.
We're calling up the guard there, Owen.
I told you, people are curious of strangers coming in. All right. So, Amorous, Lickner, Tagwin. Kenyon being as exhausted as he is at that tracks.
No, they love me here. We're these are my people. Don't worry.
So what, Amorous, you guys can see that someone seems to leave on the far side of town. You see that road that's kind of winding away? You're able to see up onto that road and then off towards the west in the direction of the Black Tower. Someone has gone riding off. That comes about maybe 10 minutes after the message. The horn is blown. So, the speed at which they're riding makes you think a courier.
Someone sending a message to House Peak, perhaps, or the local lord?
He looks up. Owen, he's probably talking about who knows what, Polly's favorite habits. And he then says, Owen, you fool. Yes, they're going to send for Sir Anwis.
What?
And Kenyon, that's a name familiar to you. Sir Anwis was another of the knights sworn to the masters of the Black Tower. And last you heard, Sir Anwis was wed to Morgana Teague, the daughter.
Oh.
I'll put those names in chat for you.
Yeah. I don't think I would mention that now. There'd probably be stuff that I would fill in when we're not in front of strangers.
She's married to Morgana Teague, who is the younger sister of Robat. Yeah, we've seen some hunters claim they saw the renegade or the rebel in the woods not long ago. I should have thought of that. But if it wasn't them, it would have been someone else sending word. Strangers are subject to great suspicion here. Have you guys given any thought, or have you discussed at all amongst yourselves what you plan on doing here? This is a very different welcome to Ramblecross than what you were expecting, Kenyon.
Yeah, this is bizarre.
I think as members of the Hallowed Hounds, though, this is not uncommon. You've seen this in towns. Lechner, you're not one of the mercenaries, but for the rest of you, this is what you've experienced in some places. Because of the nature of the Betrayer's War, there's, Confederates and betrayers and spies are found in every town. Accusations fly thick in even in small communities like this. But Kenyon, you were maybe hoping that would not be the case here.
Right.
Do you guys think you have some sort of policy or strategy you use here?
What about Kenyon's family? You have, I don't, the Teagues, but could you play up that you knew the mom? Or
yeah, probably.
Kenyon is a cast-off from it and sort of abandoned his noble station. But House Maddox is who placed the Bastards of the Black Tower here generations ago. They don't necessarily bear allegiance to his family, but they owe a debt to them for sure.
Right.
So what do you think, guys? You can just show up and see what happens, but I imagine you have had past experience.
I'm wondering if what we should do is gain a little more information of what's going on here before we just show up.
Agreed.
Well, we're probably dealing with a militia by tomorrow. So we'll need to let it be known who we're siding with. It sounded like.
Well, you would know, Kenyon. It's like an hour's ride.
Oh.
So it could be a matter of hours. Shortly, if they ride in the dark, it could be this evening that you have a visit from knights and men-at-arms from the Black Tower.
Right.
This is all stuff I think you would have... I mean, you would have contemplated the reception here as being potentially, people looking for betrayers and feeling under siege and whatnot. Seeing the rider be sent out, though. You know what? Why don't we do this? Do you have... Kenyon, you've got... is it strategy or tactics you got training in?
Warfare.
Why don't you give us
and leadership.
And leadership.
I don't know if either of
No,
those.
I think it's the warfare one. Give us a warfare check, please.
Sure.
I think technically it's a strategy in the game in Blackbirds for those listening at home, but strategy is not a skill in... Unless I've got... What are your intelligence skills you've got trained, Kenyon?
Should I still be 3 skill? Should I still be 3 levels of peril?
Yeah, no. You haven't had a chance to another read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one night in a safe place. Like if you guys do spend that money on, God, these fucking sticky sheets.
So then, the only intelligence one I have is warfare.
Okay. Oh, it's intelligence in this. So technically, that's actually strategy. Warfare is actually a combat skill in this. So. It's called warfare. It's strategy. It relates to strategy in Blackbirds, which is the skill I wanted. Yeah. So.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And
my training doesn't help. So.
But I think you would give us. This will be at an easy task, though.
Okay.
What I'm rolling is see if we can retroactively say that you would have assumed this would have been the. You want to fortune that?
Yeah, let's spend a lot, let's get her right piled up for Kevin to have these riders come in with, coming
in trouble.
Hot. All right, here we go.
Yeah, decent shot. So I think what we're witnessing is Kenyon again kicking himself off. Like of course they've got riders. Like you would have.
Yeah.
So you guys can picture. You're pretty much at this point. You may be like down near where that first barn or whatever it is in the foreground is, or along that road to the left. What do you guys? You could drop back and have a conversation with yourself while Owen walks ahead with Polly. But what do you want to do? Do you want to have an opportunity to talk amongst yourselves, to talk about what you're going to do, what you're going to admit?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, do we have
this
much
isn't
of
the way
a...
we thought it was going to go.
No.
You guys are deserters from it, and that's deserters from a mercenary band. Not you, Leknir. You're just a foreigner, and I mean, when are those ever suspect in a wartime?
Yeah, exactly. yeah.
No trouble.
The rest of you, though, the way to think of deserters, those who would murder for coin, as far as the average person might be considered, it's probably not a stretch for them to imagine that as soon as you can't fight for coin anymore, you'll turn to banditry or brigandry.
Yeah, fair.
So that might be a way that you guys are received here.
What if we had... Because how do we get out of the city? That's a whole other... the city was under siege. So maybe we need to take a different tack. Maybe we were sent to ask House Teague for aid, but apparently it's too late. We saw the city in flames after we left.
Yeah, maybe.
Would that work politically? I don't know.
Duke Roderick Price was well thought of, and as far as Kenyon knows, House Teague is allied with Lord Price. It's not that far away, so while they're not subjects of his, they would be tentative allies, or at least at one point would have been.
We could say that our commander had snuck us out of the city in order to get us to the Black Tower to ask for aid, which is not a stretch from what we are looking to the Black Tower to search for aid and escape the city. Just wasn't our command. It was Kenyon's idea, and he's kind of our commander.
Kenyon,
right?
As fair. One of the as a former member of the nobility, what do you think might be necessary to prove that kind of thing? Yeah, Dave's got it.
Writing?
Writing and something with a seal on it.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Right,
we don't got that.
But I believe crafting is what you would use for forgeries.
Oh my
boy. That's not exactly the kind of crafting that Tegwin is used to.
Maybe she gave me a little aid from our foreign friend. Maybe he's good at that stuff. I don't know.
I wish.
It comes out even here.
I do have it right at hand too, so. So what do you guys think? So the questions are, I guess, how do you present yourself when you get into town? What's your plan now that you know that there seems to be a rift between the two? I think you know of Lady Irwin, but you definitely know Sir Rabat much better. Sir Rabat was a childhood friend of yours.
Right.
And to be honest, you know Sir Anwis fairly well as well.
Right.
It sounds like you didn't have as close of a friendship with him, but both of you were the children of the actual nobility. He was like a lesser, maybe the child of a knight or something like that. So,
right.
Maybe we could just be shocked that we didn't know this was going on, because if that's true, we didn't expect any of it. There'd been no word. We were,
How could we be on a side when we did not know that this was happening?
They might ask us to pick a side, though.
Right. And then we're forced anyway. True. Do I have any background knowledge of the family that would give me some idea of who I would consider in the right or the wrong here? Do I think that Robat was a troublemaker, or like, you know what I mean? Like, what kind of historical information do I have with the family?
I think of the two, like the fact that he's being referred to as the rebel, that he's the one who kept you out of trouble, or alternatively, you were the one who got him in trouble.
Right. So it seems out of place.
It seems very out of place. If you press Owen about any furthers, he's so called because it said that he murdered Lord Maxon Teague, his father.
Which sounds very fishy to me.
Extraordinarily.
Yeah.
Unlike your family, one of the reasons you had fond memories of this and why you were able to so quickly recognize the Black Tower, this was a very functional family as opposed to yours.
Yeah.
These were nice people, as far as nobility goes, in the in Erebus. So does that help with the decision of how to approach this? Oh.
Wait. Yeah, because he's still talking as if we're...
Oh, did you guys... I think everyone froze on my side. Let me see here.
Is he... Like, can you hear him on YouTube? Can you hear us on YouTube?
Let's see. Oh, can you guys hear me again? Hello, everybody.
Yeah. Hello?
Yep.
Kevin?
I can see I lost everybody except for Andrew. Andrew, can you still hear me?
I can still hear you. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay.
I can see and hear you.
We never lost you. We could see and hear you just fine.
Oh, I lost everyone other than...
I lost.
Yeah,
but it's pretty clear that you lost us. Yeah.
I lost Kev completely. He was frozen, and then...
Yeah, Jeff was frozen for a second there. So where did I lose you guys?
You had just were giving us a background, and I was just going to say what Kenyon would say to his friends.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was asking, actually. This is what you think, where you would throw. So, they seem like a functional family, unlike yours, and that's, I think, where I was going to ask where you would want to throw your lot in with.
So I think that what he would say is, well, friends, it seems we've reached a crossroads. I do not believe that Robat is this traitor and scoundrel that they say, and he is a friend. But it sounds like the force and the strength in this region has stayed with his mother for whatever reason, whatever betrayal has gone on. So we either choose the side that I believe is correct, which would immediately put us in danger here, or we side with the power and try to figure out what's gone on from that position.
Do they call him Robot the Rebel?
Yes, but I am certain he did not kill his father.
Perhaps we should try to find him first.
Maybe we can bring him in. Wink, 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 wink.
Yeah.
I more think we might ask him some questions, but...
Yes. I believe we should avoid these riders and search for Robat.
Okay, so do we want to just not go into town? Or quickly grab some supplies and then book her? Maybe... maybe there's rumors about where he's hiding, you know, maybe he's in certain woods, or he's... If we can get an idea of which direction to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't
Search
need
for
to-
rumor. Yeah.
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 No need to be here longer than we need to.
Agreed.
This is a place that would have a place like a blacksmith as well. So remember, Tagwin,
Sure,
you've got
tempt me now.
well, no, I mentioned. Remember, you've got that ability that allows you to increase your patronage level. So, like the way that supplies and whatnot work in the game. Remember that it's if you've got the patronage level to equal to whatever you're looking for, you just can get it. It's assumed you can get it through somewhere. So, if you make friends or whatnot with even, like a local whatever else to get a patronage level 1 or 2 for whatever they've got, you get to treat it as higher than that because people are bringing you specific supplies.
And it strikes me what I would well, I'm going to go on a limb here. My understanding is in these kinds of communities, the two people you want to be on the good terms with are your miller for the grain to get so you can eat, and your blacksmith so the smith can fix your shit. So if I can get in with the blacksmith, then suddenly we may find ourselves getting a slightly warmer greeting and a little bit of trust here. If I can earn the blacksmith's trust and help these people out, maybe I spend a day or two fixing some wagon wheels. And
I don't think that's. I think you're right up until the point where the blacksmith only has X amount of power, and the people who run the town are sending their soldiers here. They're not going to care what the blacksmith thinks.
yeah, fair.
Use the blacksmith to get the benefit that you can get from them, maybe some information, and then we gotta get out of here.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
Does anybody else have?
No, that sounds like a good plan to me.
I might go buy an ale, trade in some. See if I can get some storage food.
So you go and get what you can out of the blacksmith as fast as you fucking can. Like, go and talk and get some rumors. Kenyon, try and pay in your noble things. I'm going to go get a massage and...
I'm gonna go and chat with whoever's in the common room and see what I can learn.
Excellent. All right, so we'll leave you guys reaching the edge of the bridge in time to see that there is a small encampment. It appears that the Sigilites are welcome in these lands.
Oh, good gosh.
Great.
So,
At least we didn't leave him alive. He didn't escape. And,
he didn't suffer once we fucking murdered him.
Right.
Escape and
I murdered him well.
Yeah, I mean, he was also, that was a lot of very, like, murder by cop kind of situation with you guys. So then, or suicide by cop, then for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us. I will say, before I get to the outro, guys, no subsequent audio issues and no subsequent, like, processing issues. I don't know what they did with Skype. See, I'm already back in time here. I don't know what they did with Zoom, but they've made... Zoom is so much more of a resource hog than what it has been previously, to the point where it's, cutting out audio and interfering with the OBS processing. So good to know. So I guess we're using this, which means as long as Roll20 gets the cameras working, we may be able to actually use the full regular cameras once again soon. So who knows? But for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for Chapter 10 of our The Truth in Ashes Blackbirds adventure. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. Also, everyone gets 1 RP. There is also a link in the description of this video to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where all of us are active, and we have channels there dedicated to this game. We have 1-2 Zweihander, or powered by Zweihander games like this, Flames of Freedoms, and Zweihander itself. There is also channels dedicated to most of the campaigns we run on the channel. For those who are fans of our Night Below campaign will be returning when this adventure is concluded. So Fear not, we will be coming back to that, and we will be also making use of the 2024 D&D stuff. So we're getting a chance to get that to the table and see how that plays out. In addition, there are channels like Finding a Group or GM Discussion. There is a very helpful and knowledgeable and very nice community over on the Dungeon Musings server, so you're welcome to join us there. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have an incredible selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. If they don't have something in stock that you are looking for in their extensive catalog, you can put it on a want list, and they'll send you an email when it comes in, and if you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code MUSERMASHUP, all caps, all one word. It's in the description of the video. That will change at the end of September 2024, so if you're listening to this at another time, come to one of our more recent videos, and you'll see what the current discount code is there. There's also a link down below to something called Heroes Save Villages, which is the charity fundraising we run on the channel, campaign we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, an incredible organization active in over 130 countries, benefiting over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children. We are currently playing, I guess first off, all donations through that link go directly to them. None of it goes to the channel or any other middleman. It just goes to help out the kids who benefit from their services. And as a small way of saying thank you, we are running a series of mashup sessions between now and the end of year. The next one is this coming weekend, where we are playing a classic modular campaign paired up with an RPG it's not designed to be played with. We have played Expedition to the Barrier Peaks with Act on Cthulhu 2D20, and this weekend we'll be playing a session inspired by the Call of Cthulhu classic Mass of Nyarlathotep, and that'll be played with Lex Arcana. Oh gosh, I looked it up and I forgot what the name of the publisher is already. I want to say it's Avernus Games or something like that. It's not. Oh gosh, I can't remember. An Italian publisher. In any event, we have.
That's the book.
Yeah, it's a terrific game. Really looking forward to the session. We have 3 more mashups, and if you donated $25 or more since the start of the year to the Hero Save Villages campaign, head on over to the Charity Initiatives channel on the Dungeon Musings Discord server. Cast your vote for the next mashup. Voting will open up on Sunday, this coming Sunday, for the next one. And I think that one, that one's going to be a doozy. This is going to be some... The events are pretty fun so far. This one's going to have some pretty interesting options for what will affect the module. The last thing I will say is a huge thank you to our stalwart Blackbirds. So Jeffrey, Dave, Andrew, and George, thank you so much for playing today, guys. Congratulations on making it to Ramblecross. I'm sure nothing bad will happen there. Probably... you should really practice flipping coins, guys, between now and next time, because that fate may come in handy. So, we'll be back in the Carcass Nations in 1 week's time, but until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes in the Carcass Nations are encountering on their way to find their fate at the Black Tower. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.